how do we get children to open up in communication? In these days, especially with the way social media, finding information anywhere and everywhere is so accessible, it is important for us as parents to know how we get our children to open up so that they can get the right information, be equipped by us, because yes, we are the ones who know them. So the key here for me is to ask the right questions that build connection. It is so key. The connection is the most important thing. You and I, if you're not connected to someone, when they tell you something, it's hard for you to believe it. So how do we build that connection in communication? So the first thing is we need to understand the child's communication world. For the purpose of this series, we will look at from ages 4 till their teenage years, really. How do we understand the communication world of a child? Remember that children will never communicate when they feel judged or when you're rushing them. For example, when you're talking to, when they're telling you something or communicating something that has happened, and you go, what happened? Why did you do that? Questions like that straight away means mommy or daddy is judging me. And the next thing is they just keep quiet. But what is the best way? I cannot communicate to my 2-year-old the way I will communicate to my 17-year-old. Children open up when they know that you are genuinely interested in what they're saying and that you're not just checking in, doing that tick box. How are you? How was this? And then that's it. Are you okay? Are you good? The only thing they'll come up with, yes, but there's no connection there. And I'm sure you probably ask that every day. So you pause and think about that. As a parent, as a mother, what are some of the questions that you tend to ask your children over and over, especially when you pick them up from school? How are you? How was school? Think about it. What answers do you get? Yes. Is the food nice? Did you eat? Was there lunch? These are obvious questions that you know. Yes, there was lunch. School was good. Yes. Nothing more, nothing less. But I'm just trying to get us to think about how can I build a connection so they know that you're genuinely interested in what happened today in school, today in particular, not just generally, because you have to ask it as parents. How do you communicate with ages 4 to 7? Usually at that age is through play. They are interested in their playtime, their toys. When you're communicating, think about that. Use stories. They connect more. Have conversations whilst they're doing coloring, whilst doing something that they love, playtime, story time. Use the story time to ask those questions. Or for example, you can say that if Bob the Builder, your toy or your doll or your teddy could talk, what do you think they would say about school today? What happened? Or how school was today? You will be amazed that they'll be keen to talk rather than you going straight. How was school today? What happened? What happened in school? What did you do? Why did you do that? But you've now channeled it in a way that interests them, because now they go into their character. They love playing role play with their toys. And they feel you are interested and you are engaged. So for the 8 to 12-year-olds, you know, they are the ones that are testing independence. But really, they still need affirmation. We have an 8-year-old. Our daughter is 8-year-old. So you know that, yes, they are testing the waters now. But the truth is that rather ask open-ended questions. For example, what was the funniest thing that happened today in school? Connected to a situation. What was the who did you sit next to today in class? You will engage them. That's the situation. It helps them to even answer and engage them. Because I know with our daughter, when you pick her from school, you pick her. How was school today? Fine. And we used to have all this argument, especially with my husband. What was fun about school today? You see, questions like that, it becomes interrogation. No, you rather want it to be situational, open-ended. What was funny about school? What happened? What was interesting at the playground today? Exactly. Then you start connecting and you'll be amazed. Who sat next to you today in class? Oh, Rose sat next to me. And guess what, mommy? This, that. They will begin to remember what Rose did. But in a way, you are also trying to see how everything else connected to them, whether they were happy. The situation they would describe would tell you exactly how they felt in school and what happened. So then we get to the 13 to 17-year-olds. Yes, they're almighty teenagers. It's so interesting. So with them, they are that age where they want privacy, they want respect, they don't want to be interrogated. They build a lot of tension. So even before you start talking to them, there is tension already in their minds. So you want to have communication that reduces a lot of that tension. What is the best way to really communicate? It is when you are doing something as if you don't, your mind is not there. When you are cooking, when you are walking. So it's like your mind is on the cooking, but you're having that conversation. You don't want to be obvious. Call your child. Child A, come and sit down and let's have a conversation about friendship. Already walls are being built. There's no way, nothing is coming out. All they're thinking is, okay, mommy thinks I've done something wrong, or I have bad friends, or they don't. Everybody will interpret it in a different way. So let's reduce the tension. What is the best way? Whilst you're cooking, pretend you're cooking, frying something, or you're walking. Oh, you know what? I've been thinking a lot about something these days. When I was younger, friendships in lower school was totally different from high school. It usually changes. How is it like for you? They begin to open up. Oh, you know, when I was in primary, it was A, B, C, D. But I think now, then you can start. You're still cooking. Don't all of a sudden pause and then put your turner or your ladle or your pot down and say, okay, let's sit and talk. No. Let it be a relaxed environment, whether at a restaurant, you are having a conversation, you are eating, so you're constantly, you're looking at the four walls, asking the most important question. I hope this helps. Try this out, especially if you're having difficulty having a conversation with your children at whatever age. Try it and see how that works. So in the next video, for the part 2, what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to ask questions that actually work. So I've just given examples. I've given you an idea of the different ages, about the communication getting into their world. But now, how do you ask questions that actually work? See you in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, so that I can send you, or you can receive more videos when new ones come out. Join this Children for Christ tribe. And the most important thing, don't forget, one verse a week. Learn with your children. Let's raise godly, beautiful children to make impacts for this generation.